So hello dear students, now we would be moving ahead in this chapter number 14 of coordinate geometry for class 10th students. So the question before you here I have written, find the area of triangle whose vertices are, the first one is, means the vertices has been given to you of a triangle, and with the help of these vertices we have to find out the area of the given triangle. Okay, so if the vertices are given and you have to find out the area of the triangle, so we have a formula for that, for finding out the area of the triangle. Okay, in case when the vertices has been given to us. Okay, so you can write here area of triangle. So we have a formula, and the formula is 1 by 2. Inside you write here first x1, remember this, 1 by 2, then bracket x1, then inside the bracket again there would be, now after 1 there comes 2, so means y2 minus y3. Are you getting this? Means inside the bracket only y1 vertex will come there and outside x. Okay, so I have written here x1 y2 minus y3 plus, then you would write the next, after x1 what would come there, x2, then after 2 there comes 3, yes, y3 minus y1. Okay, then after x3 plus what would come after x3, x2, it would be x3, and after x3 in the y1 will be y3 or y1 or y2, it would be y1 minus y2. So this is the formula for finding out the area of a triangle if the vertices has been given to us. Okay, again 1 by 2 into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. Remember, outside only x1 will come, x1 x2 x3, and inside the bracket the y1 y2 y3 would come there inside the bracket. Okay, so this is the formula for finding out the area of a triangle. Okay, let's check this for the first one example. Here the vertices are 6 3 minus 3 comma 5 and 4 comma minus 2, means these are the x1 y1, this one is x2 y2, and this one would be x3 y3. So in case of first one, let's write all the values here first. So what is x1 here? X1 is 6 and y1 is 3. X2 y2 minus 3 5 minus 3, and you have y2, that is 5. Similarly x3 y3, x3 is 4 and y3 is minus 2. These are the different values which has been given to you. Okay, now let's find out area of triangle. Area of triangle. Now use the formula, the given formula. It is 1 by 2 into x1 y2 minus y3. x1 is 6, then inside y2 minus y3, y2 minus y3, y2 is 5 minus y3 is minus 2, so this minus would become plus now. Okay, then you have plus, then that would be x2. x2 is what? Minus 3, so it would become minus. Very good, so it is minus 3. y3 minus y1, y3 is what? y3 is minus 2 minus y1 is minus 3, sorry, y1 is 3. Okay, then plus x3. x3 is what here? 4. Then inside y1 minus y2, y1 is 3 minus y2 is 5. Okay, just solve this if it is visible to you. Very good. So I can write here as 1 by 2. So it would be 5 plus 2 would be 7. Look here, 5 plus 2 7, and this 7 would be multiplied into 6. So 5 plus 2 7, 7 6 are 42 minus. Minus 2 minus 3 would be minus 5. Minus 2 minus 3 would be minus 5, and this minus 5 would be multiplying minus 3. So it would be 15, and it would be plus 15. Getting this? Minus 2 minus 3 minus 5, and minus 5 into minus 3 plus 15. Getting this? Similarly here 3 minus 5 is minus 2. 3 minus 5 is minus 2, and minus 2 into 4 minus 8. Okay, just solve this now. It will be 1 by 2. 42 plus 15 would be 67. 67 minus 8, and it would be, subtract this, 5 to 7, yeah, 4, sorry, 57, I was wrong there. Yes, 4, 5 plus 2, 7, 4 plus 1, 57 minus 8. So subtracting this, how much would you get? Just tell me. 57 minus 1 would be 49. If I am not wrong, it is 59. Yes, 49. So it would be 49. 57 minus 8 is 49. And 49 1 ja 49. So you can write it as 49 by 2 square unit. Okay. Unit means whatever the unit, like say it is, if it is in centimeter, it should be square centimeter. If it is in meter, it would be square meter. So this would be the area of the first one triangle. That is the first one. 49 by 2 square unit. Okay. Now let's try it for the second one now. First, if you have run this, let me erase this now. This formula you have to learn. Second, no choice, you have to learn. Second one is x1 y1. Let's write this x1 y1 first. X1 is 81 square, and similarly you have y1, it is 281. Then x2 is a82 square, and then you have y2, and it is 2a-t2. Then you have x3 is a-t3 square, and y3 is 2a-t3. These are the different values which has been given to you. With the help of these values, we would try to find out the area of triangle. Okay, let's see. Area of triangle, and the formula is 1 by 2 into x1 y2 minus y3. So what is x1 here? 81 square. It is 81 square. y2 minus y3. y2 minus y3 means 282 minus 2a3. 283. 2a-t2 minus 2a-t3. Okay. Then you have plus here. Then there is x2. x2 is what? 82 square. Then inside the bracket would be y3 minus y1. y3 is 283. It is 2a-t3. y1 is 2a-t1. These are y3 minus y1. Then you have x3. x3 is what? 83 square. Inside the bracket, y1 minus y2. y1 minus y2. 281 minus 282. 281 minus 282. Okay. So this is how you would write this formula here. Okay. And now let's find out. Now if you see, 2a and 2a both are common here. So this 2a I can take it out. So if this 2a is coming out, so it would become 2a coming out. So a already there outside, so it would be 2a square. 2a square and t1 square. Are you getting this? Look here, 2a also, here also 2a. So this 2a would come out, and if this 2a is multiplying with a, so it would become 2a square, and t1 square would remain there. So inside the bracket, what would left there? t2 minus t3. t2 minus t3. Okay, dear. Similarly, here also 2a, again you can take it out from here. So 2a into a, 2a square. Then t2 square. So inside the bracket, what would left there? t3 minus t1. Are you getting this? t3 minus t1. It is t3 minus t1. t3 minus t1. Visible it? Yes, it's visible. Some spot of light you can see here. No? So this is due to the flash from my mobile. This flash light is reflecting from here. So just I'm writing downside. Okay. So 2a square, t2 square, t3 minus t1. And again, you can take 2a common from here also. 2a you can, if you are taking it out, so it would become 2a square, t3 square, 2a square, t3 square. Inside the bracket, what would left there? t1 minus t2. Okay. Now look here. 2a square you can see here also, you can see it here also, you can see it here also. This 2a square complete, I can take it out from this big one bracket, I can take it common. If this 2a square, 2a square, 2a square, I can take it out. Okay, so this would become 1 by 2 into 2a square I have taken out. Just remember this, 1 by 2, these 2a square I have taken out. So inside what would left there? It would be t1 square, t2 minus t3 plus t2 square. It would be t3 minus t1, then you have t3 inside t1 minus t2. Is it clear? Is it clear to you? Sorry, here also square, I forgot to write, here also square. Okay, this 2 and this 2 can cancel each other, so you have the answer now. It would be a square inside the bracket t1 square, t2 minus t3, then you have t2. It would be t3 minus t1 plus t3 square. It would be t1 minus t2. Okay, so this would be the answer. This is how you would find out the area of the given triangle. Okay dear, now let's move to the third question. If you have written this, okay, now the third question is, these are x1, y1 and x2, y2, x3, y3 has been given to you. So let's write this third question first here. Let me write it here. This would be the third question. Okay, let me write x1, the values all here. x1 is a, then y1 is c plus a. Similarly, x2 is a, y2 is c. Okay, then you have x3 that is minus a, and then you have y3 that is c minus a. These are the different values which has been given to you. Okay, now let's find out area of triangle, and the formula is 1 by 2 x1 outside, inside y2 minus y3. So x1 means a would be outside here, and inside y2 minus y3, y2 minus y3, it would be c minus y3, c minus a. Okay, now just remember y2 minus y3. So y2 is c here, minus y3 is c minus a. So this c1 would become minus c, and this minus would become plus a. Now are you getting this? y2 minus y3, I can write this y2 is like this, no, y2 this, y2 minus y3 is what? y3 is c minus a, c minus a. So if this minus is multiplying inside, so this would become minus c, and this would become plus a. Getting this? Very good. Now you have x2. x2 is how much here? x2 is again a. Inside the bracket, just tell me. y3 minus y1. y3 is how much? c minus a. Minus y1. y1 is c plus a. So y3 minus 1. y3 c minus a. Minus y1. Minus y1. So this would be minus. This would be, both would become minus now because both are plus a. So it would be minus c minus a. Are you getting this? y3 minus y1. c minus a minus c minus a. Both would become minus because both are plus a. This minus would be multiplying, so both would become minus a. Okay. Now the x3. What is x3 here? x3 is minus a. So this plus would become minus. Now inside the bracket, y1 minus y2. y1 is c plus a minus y2, that is minus c. Are you getting? Very good. It would be 1 by 2 into minus c plus c can cancel each other. Similarly here also minus c plus c. Similarly here also. So what is left here? A. So a into a, it would be a square plus a. Only here minus a left, so minus a into a, minus a square. Similarly here only a is left, so a into a square, it is minus a square again. So this plus is a square and minus a square can cancel each other. So answer would be how much? Minus a square by 2 square unit. But area cannot be negative, so you would write it positive. So it would be a square by 2 square unit. You cannot write the area in negative form. Okay, so answer would be a square by 2 square unit. So this is how you would find the area of the given triangle. Okay, so this was your third question. Now let's move to another question. Write down the question. The vertices of triangle ABC are, okay, sorry, it is not visible, so let me write it here. The vertices of triangle ABC are -2, 1, 5, 4, and third one is 2, -3. These are the vertices of a triangle ABC. Find area and length of the altitude through A. Find area and length of the altitude through A. Means through A you have to find out the length of altitude also. Okay, first you have to find out area, then after you would find out the altitude also. Okay, so let's find out the area, because you have the formula for finding out the area. For finding out the area of the given vertices, first what would you write? You would write the given values first. Okay, then we would apply here the formula. So x1 is how much? -2. y1 is 1. Similarly, x2 would be how much? 5. And y2 is 4. Then x3 is 2 and y3 is -3. Formula I'm not writing here because you must have already written it. So let's apply the formula to find out the area of triangle ABC. Okay, let me make the triangle also here. Let's say it is the triangle. Okay, this is A, this is B, and this is one is C. So vertices of A has been given as -2, 1. These are the vertices of B, and these are the vertices of that is C. Okay, coordinates of point C. So A, B, C, different the coordinates of the different points has been given to you. Okay, with the help of these you have to find out the area of the given triangle, that is ABC. Okay, so area of triangle ABC would be, you are knowing the formula, 1/2 into inside the bracket x1 y2 minus y3. Are you getting this? X1 outside, then y2 minus y3 inside. So x1 is -2, y2 minus y3, 4 y2 minus y3. y3 is -3, so this would become +3. Okay, then you have x2. x2 is 5. Inside x2 there what would be there inside? y3 minus y1. So y3 is -3 minus y1, that is -1. Then plus x3. x3 is 2. Then inside y1 minus y2. y1 is 1 minus y2 is -2. So this minus would become plus. Okay, so let's write this. 1/2. 4 plus 3 7. 7 to the 14 would be -14. Then -3 minus 1 -4. -4 5 ja -20. 2 plus 1 3 to ja 6. You can write it as -14 -20. How much it is? -34, if I am not wrong. 1/2 into -20 -14 would be -34 plus 6 would be equals to -34 plus 6 would be -28. Yeah, -28. Look here. minus 34 plus 6 would be minus 28. So minus 28 1 ja minus 28 by 2. So you have the area, it is coming out minus 14 square unit, but you would not write it negative because area cannot be negative. You would write it positive. So this would be plus 14 square unit. So this is how you have got the area of the triangle. So what is the area of the triangle? It is 14 square unit. 14 square unit would be the area of the given triangle. Okay, we have found the area. Okay, now what would we find? What would we find now? Okay, now to find out the altitude means altitude through A. The perpendicular distance would be called the altitude. So you have to find out the altitude through A. So first you have to draw the altitude from A. Let's say it is the altitude and it is cutting here at the point D. Okay, so means let's find out the coordinates. So how would you find out the coordinates of point D? Can you tell me? Okay, later we will find out. First we find out the length BC. This is length BC. Okay, because we have the second formula. This is the first formula which I have applied to find out the area of the triangle if the vertices has been given to you. Let's say the vertices has not been given to you. Let's say the vertices has not been given to you. Only what you have been given, you have been given the base and you have been given the perpendicular distance, also called the altitude. If the base and altitudes are has been given to you, then you can write the area of the triangle as 1 by 2 into base into height. This also you are knowing. So you are knowing this formula. Area of triangle ABC would be how much? 1 by 2 into base is BC, into height is this much, altitude, that is AD. Area we have. So let's find out BC. We can find out from here AD means altitude we have to find there. Okay, so let's find out BC distance first. So using the distance formula we can find out BC also. So how to find out BC? This distance formula you must be knowing. This time BC, x2 minus x1 whole square means 5 minus 2 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square means 4 minus, it is again minus, so 4 plus 3 whole square. Are you getting this? So BC would be 5 minus 2 is 3, square of 3 is 9. Square of 3 is how much? 9. And similarly 4 plus 3 7, square of 7 is 49. 5 minus 2 whole square, it is 9. 7 whole square, it is 49. So 49 plus 9 would be 58. It is square root of 58. Okay, so can you find out the square root of 58 in simpler form? If you are just going to divide it, no way, only this would be the answer. So BC distance is how much here? BC distance is under root 58. This is BC. So let's put these values here. Area of triangle ABC, we have the area, that is 14. So in place of area I can write 14. So it would be 14 equals to 1 by 2 into BC. BC is how much? Under root 58 multiply AD. AD is the altitude that you have to find the altitude through A. So this is the altitude through A. Altitude can be from B also. Altitude can be from B also, can be from C also, but you have to find out the altitude through A. Okay, so if it is altitude through A, so AD you have to find out from here. So now look here, to find out the value of AD would remain here. So AD would be equals to, this is going to multiply here, so 14 to ja 28. Look here, this is going to multiply 14 to the 28. So this under root 58 would be dividing here. Okay, so this would be the length of the altitude. It would be 28 by square root of 58. 28 by square root of 58. If you want to simplify it, you can simplify it also by rationalizing the denominator like this. It implies AD would be equals to, by multiplying the numerator as well as the denominator by square root of 58, you can simplify it. If it is multiplied upside, so it would be 28 root 5. And because you are multiplying by under root 58 upside also as well as downside also, let me multiply it properly. 28 by under root 58 multiplying to numerator also as well as the denominator also. Okay, so from here AD would be equals to 28 root 58 divided by root 58 into root 58 would be 58 only. You can cut these values also by 2 14 times, and it would be 2 2 ja 4 2 9 29. Okay, so from here you have the answer, that is AD is equals to 14 under root 58 divided by 29. This would be the length of the altitude. This would be the length of the altitude. Okay, so this is how we would find out the given altitude. Okay, now we would move towards the next question. First you write it down. How to show the collinear. Now if you see, previously I have told you the collinear points. Okay, which points are collinear? Let's say we have 3 points. These are the 3 points. Okay, first point, second point, third point. Let's say it is A, B, C. To show these 3 points collinear, how would you show these 3 points collinear? Means first you would find out the distance AB, then you would find out distance BC, then last you would find out distance AC. If AB plus BC is coming equals to AC, then you would call these points as collinear points. Okay, means they are in a single line. If AB plus BC is not coming equal to AC, then it would be called what? Non-collinear points, and in that case they are going to form a triangle. Means these points would be like this here, A, B, C. Okay, let's say it is A, that's B, and it is C. So here you can see A, B, C are not non-collinear because all are at different positions, not forming a straight line. So in that case, if they are not collinear, so you would call them as a triangle. They are forming a triangle. If they are collinear, they would form a straight line. Okay, so we have a formula for finding out how to find the points collinear. Okay, so we were using AB plus BC equals to AC, then we were calling it as the collinear points. Now we have the second method also to verify or to show how these 3 points are collinear. Okay, let's say we have the 3 points here. Let's say we have 3 points. First one is A, second one is B, and third one is C. And we have to show these 3 points collinear. How would you show these 3 points collinear? If I find out the area of the given triangle formed by these 3 points, if the area is coming 0, if the area of these if the area of the triangle formed by these 3 points is coming 0, so it means in that case these points would be collinear because they are not forming a triangle. So area would be how much then? 0. If the area is coming 0, then you would call these 3 points as collinear. If the area is not coming 0, then you would call them as non-collinear points. So you have another way also. First method, the previous one, this you are already knowing. Second method, in that case, you would find out the area of the triangle. Let's say you have been given 3 points A, B, C. Okay, so what would you do? You would find out the area of the triangle ABC. If this area is coming out to be 0, then you would call it as, yes, they are collinear points. Okay, because they are not forming a triangle because area is coming 0. Because area is coming 0 means what? They are not forming a triangle. Okay, so let's do by this one method also. Write down the question so that the following sets of points are collinear. 2 points has been given. First one is 2, 5, 4, 6, then it is 8, 8, and second one question 1, -1, then you have 2, 1, then you have another point that is 4, 5. So first I am doing before you, second one you would do it on your own. Okay, the first one I am doing it here. So first I will find out the area of the given triangle. So for finding out the area of the triangle, first I need the value x1, y1, x2, y2, and x3, y3. Let's write the value. x1 is 2 here, and y1 is 5 here. Similarly, x2 is how much here? 4, and y2 is how much? 6. Then you have x3 is 8, and then you have y3 and it is 8 again. Okay, so let's find out the area. Area of triangle is equals to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into x1 would be outside, inside x1 y2 minus y3, y2 minus y3, y2 is 6 minus y3, that is 8, plus x2, x2 is 4, inside y2 minus y3, x1 x1 y2 minus y3, x2 y3 minus y1, y3 minus y1 means 8 minus 5. Then you have x3 here, x3 is what? 8. If it is x3 outside, then inside what would be there? Y1 minus y2, y1 minus y2 means 5 minus 6. So it would be 6 minus 8. 6 minus 8 is how much? Minus 2. Minus 2 into 2, minus 4, minus, plus 8 minus 5, 3, and 3 4s are 12. Similarly here also 5 minus 6 is minus 1, minus 1 into 8 minus 8. So you can see from here, look here, minus 4 plus 12 plus 8, minus 4 plus 12 plus 8, and it is minus 8. Now you can see 8 minus 8 is 0, so total would become 0. So area is coming out to be 0. It means these points are collinear points. Why? Because the area is 0, because these points are not forming a triangle. If they would be forming a triangle, then the area would not be 0 here in that case. Had they been forming a triangle, in that case area would not be 0. Okay, but right now the area is coming 0. It means these points are not forming a triangle. It means they are collinear then. Okay, so hence the given points are collinear. Similarly, you would do the second question also. Find out the area of the triangle coming 0. So you would say that yes, these 3 points are also forming a, these 3 points are also collinear points. Okay dear? Okay, then see you in the next lecture.